Hello, my name is Peregrine, and if you don't know me, I'm a guy who makes Overwatch videos for fun. I've been around the game and its community for about 8 years now, so when I saw a video titled Most Disturbing Crimes in the Overwatch Community, I thought, hell yeah, let's see this, why not? Let's go through all of that old shit and see what happened and if I missed anything even. But what I found wasn't anything new. It instead led me down a weird rabbit hole that revealed to me that this popular and rising star of a YouTuber is nothing than a poorly researched slop channel, which I also believe to be almost entirely AI generated. There are many reasons why I assume this video to be AI generated, but let's start with the most egregious example, and probably one of the titles I have A/B tested for this video, Muffin. For those unaware, Walid Muffin Basal was a pro Overwatch player for the Boston Uprising, being promoted from their academy team for the 2019 to 2020 season. His off-tank play was nothing special or anything to write home about. From the outside looking in, he looked like an incredibly chipper fella, always smiling and saying positive things. However, behind the scenes, he was seriously challenged when it came to things like flirting and relationships, to the point where several women he spoke to felt very used by his behaviour, one of these being Khaleesi BB.
Man, that's really unlucky.
After a while of these issues ensuing, with Walid being way too handsy and incredibly inappropriate, Khaleesi gathered a bunch of women together who felt assaulted by Walid to make a twit longer to expose his behaviour. Unknown to everyone at the time though, a large amount of this twit longer was completely falsified, including the worst accusation of all, that Walid was a paedophile. This twit longer was taken at face value by everyone involved and completely believed the victims, leading to Walid being ousted from the community and losing his job at the Boston Uprising. And due to him feeling very guilty about, the fact he was sexually harassing people, even if that wasn't his intention, he still felt guilty about it, which is what you should be. Like, that's how normal brains work. You feel guilty even if you didn't mean it. He took the punishment on the chin and left the community with a twit longer that apologises and revealed that he was being forced into an arranged marriage back home in Lebanon, and the only way out of it was to have a girlfriend in the States. Well, this and obviously the fact he was horny. Obviously, yeah, it's kind of a weird excuse, but we know that was probably a reason, but there was also, the obvious reason. Then, almost an entire year later, one of Walid's previously anonymous victims came forward with a twit longer that revealed the original call-out post was a coordinated attack from two people, one being Khaleesi, with the sole intention of getting him fired because the two had a situationship that ended poorly, and a random guy called Faz, whose girlfriend cheated on him with Walid. It turned out in the end that the 15-year-old victim did not exist. Rather, the Boston Uprising found he was guilty of having a non-sexual relationship with a girl who at the time of them meeting said she was 2 weeks away from turning 18. Now, is a non-sexual relationship between a 20-year-old and someone who is 17 considered grooming? I think that's a fair argument to make. That's definitely morally grey, but as it was stated, he waited until she was 18 to do anything sexual, so yeah, that's kind of weird, but it's not paedophilia, it's kind of grooming, but not really. Like, the age difference really isn't that big. Once this twit longer was posted and the amount of evidence it came with, Khaleesi was essentially ousted from the Overwatch community. At the time, she was already despised because she was boosted, a grade A trash talker who blamed everything on her life as sexism while forcing her OnlyFans on a young audience with spam advertising. She was known to be vain, self-absorbed and inconsiderate, to the point of giving her roommates 2 weeks to find a new house because she decided to move. So, no one really knew how evil and vindictive she was until this came out. She then had to leave the Overwatch community because she essentially got bullied out and is now a different streamer somewhere else, but no one cares. So how does this relate to Yapmaster? Well, what I just said has all been archived and is easy to obtain knowledge in, and Walid has been known in the community as the guy with the false allegations for years now. He was even hired by Dark Mode NA with the popular streamer Rack Attack. However, not a single word about these allegations and how they were proven false was included in this video. It's almost exclusively presented how it was in 2020. Yapmaster tells his audience that Muffin is a dangerous predator when at worst he's guilty of groping, which of course is still a bad thing. He's not absolved of that. He still did a morally wrong thing, but from what we know of him he does seem genuinely apologetic. But regardless of that, why was this not mentioned in the video? Well, in an insane coincidence, when I asked ChatGPT and Claude to write a script for this topic, they also neglect to mention he was cleared of the accusations and continued to paint Khaleesi as a victim in all this. What a very strange coincidence. Another interesting point of contention in this video is how Yapmaster addresses SK. In this section of the video about Predshell, he goes over the Lucio group chat with Redshell, Frogger and SK, being an incredibly popular and beloved Overwatch streamer. If you know Overwatch, you most likely know SK. Yet curiously, Yapmaster chooses two really strange ways of addressing SK.
He reached out to Frogger and Eski
For whatever reason, he pronounces SK as Eski, like the thing that you press to go backwards. What's even weirder to me is the fact that Yapmaster uses he/him pronouns for SK, when SK is a woman who has gone by she/her for years now.
Then one person even told Eski to quite literally go duck himself.
Not only that, but her Twitter profile picture is obviously that of a woman. So how exactly has someone researching these videos missed something this obvious, with the answer being AI?
Frogger and I used to have a group chat with #Redshell.
This one is a little bit harder to prove because I'm still yet to get an AI to use the incorrect pronouns, but it's not impossible, especially if he was using grok or some shit. And, you know, either that or Yapmaster is actually transphobic or just plain stupid, we just don't know. Thirdly, so much of this video and his other videos have blatantly AI generated stock footage in the background, like at 22:35 and 1 hour and 20 seconds, and just the videos in general have some nonsensical editing choices. At the beginning of the section about Dreamcasper, he plays a clip of a news show that seems to imply Dreamcasper was 35 years old, which is a completely irrelevant clip and not even about the case. The video also highlights random words, including this one shot where he says Dreamcasper mastered multiple in-game roles. No, he didn't. He played DPS. He didn't touch any other roles. And like, these weird words being outlined like sweatpants and childhood. This editing is so fucking weird, it's random. It's like an alien trying to understand how to make a YouTube video, which is, you know, what AI has been doing for the past few years. It's been doing weird shit like this.
He reached out to Frogger and Eski for...
Also, slight tangent, but who the fuck is this in the thumbnail? This isn't any of the people discussed in this video, and from reverse image search, this guy is completely fucking made up. And the text in the thumbnail doesn't make any sense. Asked his drunk friend? Why is drunk capitalized? So either this thumbnail is AI, or this dumb fuck just made a random cosplayer into a rapist. And Jesus Christ, look at the rest of his thumbnails. What utter dog shit. Why is Neurosummer in this thumbnail? Is that Vedal? Did Vedal get arrested for faking being a child? And what's this one about the Sonic community? I know about this case. That doll does not have real human bones, it just looks like it. Not to mention these descriptions. This is the most corporate bullshit I've ever seen in my entire life. Either this channel is run by a company or an AI, since AI is also well known to make their claims incredibly legally safe. Also, why is there a different voice for every video? Is the Eastern European guy that you started with, is he okay? Did you kill him? Where is he gone? Genuinely fraudulent channel, and I hope it gets taken down. In conclusion, Yapmaster is a serial LARPer who uses AI to make his videos and spreads misinformation. When looking for AI channels, you can usually tell by these weird rotating images and high quality edits for low effort videos. Plus it always helps to check like how long this channel has been going, with this guy's first video uploaded onto the channel 2 years ago, aka when AI content started happening. You know, sorry for the bummer of the video, that's not really Overwatch related, but I had to share this regardless in the hopes that I can get this channel, you know, taken down before it calls someone else a paedophile that isn't. But goodbye.
Most of them live out their otaku lifestyle by going to conventions and buying body pillows.